Hello everyone. So I finished this set of these. I wanted to let you know I finished this one. I just put the girl on the other side, make it more visually appealing. This one's an upper, and this is another upper one. Flaps on the upper side. But I left this part plain and added this cute little boy and a cute little label piece from Tim Holtz and used a scrap piece behind him. So, them are the three. And I'm going to put that in the done pile because they are done. And then we're going to work on these. Now, they're just pieces of scrap paper. Actually, this one needs to be just pieces of scrap paper that I made into a little booklet, and I thought this would be a fun little idea to use with our journal, so this is what we're gonna make. Just peel this portion off. They can be different sizes, etc. I am just taking plain book page here to use as our base for this, and then I'm just going to fold them in half. They make great little stuffers for pockets, and it's again just a fun little piece to do. But again, this is how I do it. You don't have to do the same. You can do it whatever way you want. I'm just making the choice to use up a bunch of scrap paper that are semi-big, semi-small pieces. This one is a little too small, but that's okay. And then I'm just stapling across there, bend them where I want them at. Then I like to take a little tape and I'm just going to line it right up against here. Cut it. Oh, that was kind of a bad cut. So you can make sure it stays down and it just reinforces it. You could easily take also pieces of whatchamacallit, you can take pieces like of fabric and use that to create that look And then I'm just gonna dig a little bit here. I like that piece and I like this piece, so I'm gonna just put these pieces, I think, on this. But I am going to try to match it up a little bit here. And then we'll use the kit. Again, it's just a fun little play. You don't have to be precise necessarily, but it does give a new look to the piece. I have cute little stamps and tickets that may work for this. And I'm just going to glue it down. Ooh. So there we go. We got ourselves a nice cute little piece. I'm going to rip this a little bit here and here. Because I like that ripped look right there. So I mean, it's a very basic, but something you can easily do mass making when you're watching TV, for example. And I like doing these little tiny crafts while watching TV. It just gives off a completely new look. I'm okay with this one piece being put in it. It ain't too small, but it ain't huge either, so why not add it in? Sorry if you hear the neighbor kids playing. Can't really control that. That piece I'm just going to add to it. Let's see if we have any other pieces we could just add. No, but I do have one of these, and I was just thinking, again, you just add, and you add, and you add until there's nothing left to add. I try to get it close enough to the middle, or where that middle piece is. It's not going to be perfect. And I personally choose not to bend it until they're all in, and then I bend it. Now, if you want it to be some pieces out, some pieces in, you can easily do what I just did. There we go. All right. And I have this cute little piece here, so I'm going to actually cut this piece out, and this is decoupage paper, or rice paper, I mean. And you can use that too as a way to decorate this bend here. It just reinforces it. And I am fine with that as long as, again, we reinforce that edge a little. So then when it's written in, it is reinforced. Now, how do I want to do this page? I really like these little birds, so I think what I'm going to do is that, and I think I want to decorate this a little because it seems a little too plain for me. So I am grabbing this one's an oil walnut hollow 2002 red. It's an oil pencil. I really like it. So we show off the little cardinals. Where is my... Okay. And then this is a Staedtler K-A-R-A-T watercolor pencil. And I'm just gonna get these pieces of wood. Now, this is technically a coloring page, so you, again, don't have to always go with the generic stuff. You can go with watercolor and everything. That's one of my personal things is I like about doing pieces is I don't have to necessarily can we keep the volume down, you guys? I don't know what the kids are doing. They're playing a game of some sort on their tablet. They get a little loud sometimes. Now it doesn't move around too much with the water, the oil one, but it does move around a bit, so it ain't like so doesn't look like it's colored in by a pencil. And that's my point of using it. Now, I like this, but I don't. Just to give it a different look. I have these metallic markers. I'm going to color this in. Some of this white space. I think this just gives it a completely different look. Rosie! You don't need to be so loud. I'm doing a video. Oh my goodness. This is the best part, I think, of doing journals, is you don't have to stay with one genre, just paper. You don't have to stay with just mixed media or just crochet or just sewing. You can do it all. Again, I thought it just needed something, just color to it. I like it. So again, it's all about the eye of the beholder, I guess, when it comes down to making pieces. But this is a great way to use up scraps from other projects. Again, just a great way to all the way around create with what you have. I kind of want them all ripped. I don't want them all looking straight as an arrow. There's that one piece that just does not want to have a rip in it. Same as this piece. But there we go. These sides kind of look grungy. Wonder what would happen if we just wiped just that edging. So there we go, number 2. So, I mean, honestly, they look very different from each other. Let's get going with number 3. Bunch of scraps here. And I have this piece. Now this piece, oh, it's a little under. Okay, let's make it a bit smaller. I mean, it's never going to get used otherwise. Let's just slip it in there. Again, I do not have a problem using what we already have and just cutting it up. This one has some stamping on it. Let's add them pieces to it. This one's a bit too long. All right, we got one more. There we go. That one's nice and thick. But that's okay. Again, you don't have to be too particular. I'm just going to glue this piece down just because otherwise I'm going to lose this little tiny piece of rice paper that could have easily been used. Alright, what else could we... And I'm just using art glitter glue on this piece. I use Fabri-Tac when it comes down to stuff like this, just because you don't know it's going to hold it. And I'm just thinking, let's use this, no, not that piece. I was going to say this piece. And I'd like to use more of that green stuff for behind it. Might as well. Try to use some of it up rather than, again, I'm not trying to keep, try to use up because of the factor that otherwise I'm never going to use it. I keep this for Christmas time and then I end up never using it because I am saving it for the next year. So my recommendation is use your Christmas stuff during the Christmas, or when you're working on Christmas stuff, as you have a chance to, instead of letting it sit. So I mean, this has very many different textiles on it now, which is fine. It gives it a unique look and everything. And again, there are pages and pages and pages in this one. So it's a great idea. So now we got 3 of these done. I did them in 3 different binding ways. other than the staples. We hid the staples in 3 different ways though, and they each turned out looking completely different from each other. So I'm going to put this one where I want it to be. I'm thinking this woodland one. Not that one. I'm going to stick inside this one just because I want it to go with whatever journal this one goes with, so just because they kind of match. But yeah, the point is to have fun with it. Have fun with your materials. Don't always assume that, hey, that's it. So I've started on my little thing of making stuff for my kit, because I always like making a kit along with the pieces and everything. This is not working, but again, I like making pieces to go on as a kit. So we can work on this little bit of creating. And I like to tear these up as much as I can. Like, that's what I'm doing with this gauze. I'm just ripping it in different ways, manipulating it, more like it. And I mean, where you glue it, that's how it's gonna stay. I love making my little kits. And I will be doing a walkthrough video of the different pieces I will be putting up for sale for October. All my Halloween is already up. The kit I was working on is not. So, but again, I like working on kits. I've already got some pieces for this kit going. I have not figured out the cover yet, so ignore the cover. But I do have the inside figured out. And again, I've been working hard on trying to get pieces in here that go with the theme and everything of Christmas. Right now, it looks like an egg roll box, so. I am working on that slowly but surely. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Have a great day or night. Bye.